Good morning, Alpa ma'am.
Okay,
Today's
yes.
guest
Good
speaker,
morning.
Captain Tanuja. Yeah. Today's guest speaker, Captain Tanuja Kabre, colleagues and my dear students. I must say, students of class 7 are really fortunate as they are getting information regarding career in defense services, the most prestigious and noble profession of our nation. We have career guidance. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, Vaishali ma'am, your voice is little breaking. Yeah, yeah, you can continue now.
Yeah. We have career guidance and counseling cell under which we conduct various activities like field trips, tea time talk, aptitude test, career exhibition, here around. It helps our students to plan their stream and courses. Students may feel it's too early for class 7, but we at VPS always believe sharing right information at right age to our students. Today we have with us Captain Tanuja Kabre from Mumbai. She is science graduate with specialization in physics. She has done postgraduate diploma in business administration from Wellington Institute, Mumbai. Captain Tanuja has also done diploma in school counseling. Captain Tanuja had served in counter-insurgency areas of Jammu and Kashmir. She is selected for Army Marksmanship Unit for pistol shooting. Here I would like to inform you, Tanuja ma'am, that we have a Lux Rifle Shooting Club in our school. And students from class 5th, they are enrolling to get the training. Just because of this COVID-19, like few activities are really we are not able to manage. Also, we are conducting night out camps for our students in which we plan like students come to school first day in the morning and then full night they stay, full day and night they stay, next day morning they go. So in that like lot many adventurous activities are also planned for them, and this activity is conducted for students right from 6th standard. Then also yesterday I have shared with you, we are like school is associated with NCC and Hindustan Scout and Guides. So right from like right age, we are inculcating the seeds in their mind to go for defense services, and definitely will help them to think more on it. Tanuja, she conducts workshops for candidates aspiring to join the Indian Armed Forces, workshops on women safety, and her main expertise are in topics like leadership, team building, and communication. Students, the most interesting part for you is Captain Tanuja organizes leadership camps for students of age group 7 to 14 years under the initiative Fauji Ki Pathshala. I would like to request ma'am to explain more about Fauji Ki Pathshala so that students will definitely understand that part in better way. So let's welcome Captain Tanuja with virtual claps. Everybody can do virtual claps. Welcome, ma'am, and over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's giving me immense pleasure to see such a nice young crowd. And thank you so much, Ravir ma'am and Alpa ma'am, for inviting me for this particular session. Although I would have loved to be there in person and address the kids and interact with them more, so it would have been really a good thing to, do actually to interact with the kids directly. But nevertheless, at least I'm getting to see. And any questions, anytime, kids, you are free to ask me anything about career in defense, right? So, since we have less time, I would just talk about what exactly this career is. There are a lot of ways to join it. We can talk about it maybe in some other session, because it's not about joining it, it's about what you require to join it. Joining, though, once you're prepared for it and once you start working towards it, you will be able to join the training academy. But how to join? Okay, my apologies. Yeah. So what qualities do you require to become an officer of Indian Army, Navy and Air Force? And para commandos, if you want to become, you want to join paramilitary forces, you want to join NSG, whatever you must have heard, and you want to join this, you want to wear a uniform and make your country, your parents, your family, your society proud. What qualities you require is we are going to touch upon. Before that, let me ask you one thing. How many of you know Akshay Kumar? Yeah, most of you. Yes, I know, I'm sure. How many of you know who's that? This guy. Who's that? Uri hero. Who's that Uri hero? Everybody knows about him. He has worn uniform in the movie Uri, right? Okay. Now, how many of you know Captain Vikram Batra? Heard of his name anytime? How many of you know Major Manoj Kumar Pandey? Yeah, little dicey, right? Probably somewhere heard or not heard at all. But let me tell you, friends, these are the real heroes. They are the Kargil War Heroes. Captain Vikram Batra, Manoj Kumar Pandey, all these people are Kargil War heroes. You know, Kargil War happened in year 1999. Probably you were not born at that time, but it happened. It was a major war between India and Pakistan. Now, what happens is we are aware of a lot of Bollywood stars. We are aware of a lot of things which are constantly on the media, but we are very less aware of who are the real heroes who are guarding our country, our nation, and because of them, we are safe sitting in our houses. We're not worried about can anybody come and suddenly attack us as an enemy? No, because they are there standing there at the borders all over the India. They are spread, and yes. So what I want to tell you is what qualities these people have who have become already the officers of Indian Armed Forces or soldiers of Indian Armed Forces. What qualities these people have? What makes them to be completely prepared to sacrifice their lives to the nation, for the people of the nation whenever required. They don't think twice before taking a bullet on their chest. What makes them the leader? Now, you as a youngster, these people are just like these soldiers, officers, they are just normal like you and me people. They're not extraordinary people. They're not born soldiers, right? They are made soldiers. So what makes them a soldier? Now, you as school kids, I would like to tell you, everybody of you can become a leader. I'm sure most of you are possessing those qualities, but probably have not got that exposure to express it, or probably you are not aware of your qualities. And those who think that, oh, I don't have any leadership qualities, probably you can think on it. How can you build the leadership qualities? Now, officers, the soldiers are nobody but the leaders. They are the one who fight from the front. They are the one who take decisions, to make strategies. They are the one who are excellent in their communication with their subordinates. They are the one who take part in any challenges without fear. I'm not saying that they are fearless. Of course, they are. The word fearless applies to them, but even a soldier gets afraid of certain things. It's not that they are absolutely not afraid of anything. It's okay to be afraid, but they are the leaders because they fight their fear. They are ready to take up challenges. They are ready to accept any challenges just because they have to take care of their uniform. They have to take care of their country. They have to take care of the people behind who are there in the country. And that is what makes them a leader. So I would like to tell you that as the school kids, since ma'am already told me that you have NCC, you have scout guides, you have overnight camps, you have a lot of activities going on in your school. And it is really, you guys are really, really fortunate to get such activities. It teaches you the basic personality skills. It teaches you the basic leadership qualities, like how to become courageous, how to make right decisions, how to fight for your subordinates, how to safeguard your subordinates, also how to make and accept certain challenges in your life. So these activities, they definitely do. I want most of you I don't know how many of you, but I want most of you all to take part in a lot of activities which schools are providing, extracurricular activities. Studies are okay. I've seen in 4G interview, even a 90% guy is not selected at times, girl or a boy, if that person is not taking part in any of the activities in school and college. But even a 70% guy with decent marks, distinction, decent marks, a boy or a girl, have been selected as an officer because that person has taken part in many activities. You may or may not win. You may not get any medals for whatever participation you do. That's immaterial. But participation is important. If I have a fear to participate in public in any activity, you can take education, you can say drawing, you can say sports, you can talk about dance, singing, whatever activities you like. If I feel fear of you know standing in front of the public and expressing whatever I want to do, then I need to think, how can I overcome that fear? Because as a leader, I should not be afraid of these things. And it starts right from the school age, right? And these officers, they have been doing this, those who get selected, they have been doing these things right from school age, knowingly or unknowingly. They might have got exposure or guidance from some other officers, or they might have not got any exposure altogether. But they are somewhere doing it, and that's how it is seen during the interview in the armed forces. So what kind of things you have done in your school and college? What kind of participation you have done? What kind of certificates you have achieved? What kind of prizes you have achieved in team sports, in solo sport, in any other competition, whichever you are expert in or not expert, whichever you would like to take part in. So as a school kid, I want you all to rethink about in what all activities I would like to take part in, and how I will go about, and how I will keep it going on till the time my school life is there, my college life is there. And this will reflect when you go to join armed forces. Okay. And that will definitely add a feather in your cap when you talk about yourself that, okay, I have done so many things in school. I have played so many games in school. I was part of NCC. I was part of Scout and Guide. So that shows automatically certain leadership qualities. And those qualities we call in Forge are nothing but officer-like qualities. They are OLQs. We call them OLQ, officer-like qualities. They are nothing but the leadership qualities. Okay. Now, let's talk about what the interview is. Okay. So, interview is of armed forces is called the Service Selection Board interview. It is not a one day, some corporate interview randomly done for day or two, and then they decide whether you are selected or suitable candidate or no. But this interview of armed forces is talking about your psychology. And what is psychology? Your mind, your attitude, the way your brains function in any adverse situation or any normal or difficult situation, right? So they are looking forward for such leaders, such candidates who have that particular attitude of becoming a leader, right? So interview talks about your psychology. There are a lot of psychology tests. There are a lot of group discussions happening. I'm sure there are group discussions and debates happening in your school. And I want all of you to be part of it some or the other day. Because they will, because as a leader, you need some or the other opinion. Now, if somebody asks you, what is your opinion about South China Sea? Suddenly you will say, what is South China Sea? I don't even know. What is she talking about? Or somebody will ask you, what is your opinion about Priyanka Chopra getting married to some NRI? Or sorry, to some foreigner. So if I know about that topic, I would be able to express my views, right? So take part in the group discussions to express your views and understand others' point of views also. So that will help you develop your qualities. Now, why these group discussions happen in SSB interview, like Service Selection Board interview of armed forces? Because they want to know, as an individual, what opinions do I have, and how, whatever opinions I have, how effectively I am expressing to my colleagues, to the group, how effectively I'm able to address them to my group. And once you are able to do that, whether it is right or wrong, correct or incorrect doesn't matter, but expression matters. If I'm confident enough to express my views in front of anybody, that shows that yes, I possess this quality of expression, and I will definitely, I have that confidence to become a leader and put across my thoughts without fear. So that is why these group discussions happen in SSB. But for that, you need a lot of knowledge. And knowledge, I'm not saying when it comes to knowledge, I'm not saying immediately refer some books and, read a lot of things. Reading is the best thing you can do, but read whatever you like. You can read storybook, you can read, if somebody is into sci-fi, you can read sci-fi, somebody is into suspense, you can read suspense, somebody likes to read newspaper, you can read newspaper, magazines, whatever, but keep reading. Reading will definitely improve your thought process, and it will be very effective in the group discussions. It will be very effective when you grow up and you go for any interview. You will find there is a group discussion, and you will find that yes, I can express my views. I am confident because I've come across these words or this topic somewhere or the other. So keep reading a lot of books, keep gathering the knowledge. It's okay even though you don't remember what you have read 10 days back or 15 years or 10 years back. It doesn't matter, but at least when the time comes, you will definitely, your back of the mind, the memory is there, which is sleeping. You will wake up and you'll say, oh, I know this, and I can talk about it confidently, and that makes you a leader. And that's what they're looking in SSB. Okay, so it is a 5 days interview. Definitely, it is having the physical fitness also. Now let's talk on physical fitness. People think that if I want to join armed forces, be it a boy or a girl, I will have to be, a macho. I need to have a first class physique. I need to run, 20 kilometers, 21 kilometers, 40 kilometers, or whatever marathon. I need to be able to lift up dumbbells and all those things. But it's not about the physical. It's not only about that. I need to be ace in physical activity. We tell in Forge, it is all here. It's mental more than physical. When my mind is ready to take up any amount of pain, any amount of challenge, I will be able to take up any amount of physical stress. My body is ready to take up any amount of physical exercises. Only when my mind, dominates my body, and then it tells you have to do it. You cannot give up. You have to fight for it, no matter what. And once your mind starts, it's trained to, constantly talk like this, any physical activity you can just conquer. People say that the training is very difficult. People have fractures, people, they probably cry. The cadets who are undergoing the training, it's very difficult for them. It is difficult if it has to be difficult because they are making tough people from their difficulties. But if you give up, then you cannot move ahead and you cannot wear a uniform. So even if it is difficult, you can make it interesting with your self-motivation. Okay, so physical fitness is important. For that, you can write from this is the right age. You can start your running, jogging, normal jogging, 1 kilometers, 2 kilometers. You can do push-ups, you can do sit-up, you can do a lot of exercises which will keep you physically fit and mentally fit. But that has to be regular. You have to constant every day without fail, be it raining, be it sunny day, be it pretty hot day, be it winters, whatever it is, do not stop. The one who doesn't stop starts the journey towards leadership, right? So always remember, whatever you have decided, whatever you want to do in life, do not stop working towards it. And that will definitely give you the confidence, and other people will look at you as a leader. So it's not about I consider myself a leader, but I will be elected leader from the crowd. And definitely once you're elected, even a class monitor, there must be some class monitor. It's a pride, right, to become a class monitor because you're controlling the class. You have the authority. The teachers are telling you the work. Teachers are giving you the responsibility. They feel you're the responsible person to handle certain situations. So even in small, like school age, class monitor is a big thing. But in life, when you go to achieve bigger careers. You will find class monitor was some small thing, but yes, now I'm actually leader. I can take the decisions on behalf of a lot of other people for the betterment of the country, of the society. And that will give you a lot of courage and confidence. Okay. So physical fitness, mental fitness, reading books, and taking part in lot of activities will definitely take you ahead. And it's going to be very, very effective in long run. Okay. So now I have few more minutes. I will just talk upon what are the entry procedures to join armed forces. Now for girls, it is after graduation. You have to pursue any graduation, like after 12th, there is a 3 years of graduation course. You can take up any graduation course and you can join it. Okay. For boys, there is after 12th standard, National Defense Academy is there, which is in Pune, and you take up a course for 4 years there, and then you become an officer. For boys, there is also entry after graduation. Okay, so as of now, boys have more entries than girls. But now, initially, during our time, there was no pensionable service, which we call permanent commission. But now you guys are getting that permanent commission, that is pension, after serving for 20 years in the armed forces. Right? So the pension, the amount of money that you are getting is very good. And it requires patience. Like, see what happens is after your graduation or after your 12th, the interview comes after 6 months. So you have to wait 6 months. If you don't clear the interview, again, there's a procedure. There's one written examination, then there's interview, and then you go for the training. So it takes little patience. Now what happens is, once you grow up, you see, अरे यार बहुत time लग रहा है ये फौज ज्वाइन करने के लिए, मुझे बहुत time लग रहा है, मेरे सारे दोस्त नौकरी कर रहे हैं, they are all earning and I'm only not earning. But believe me, my friends, once you get into it, if you are dedicatedly trying and you get into it, you will earn 10 times more than what they earn, because the perks are amazing in armed forces. You very first thing, the first and foremost thing is you are getting uniform, which is anyways you're going to be proud of, right? Your society is going to look up to you. They're going to look at you as a leader, as a soldier, as, you know, the savior of the nation. The family is going to be proud. Everything, it's like, it's not about fighting, but a lot of things come with the uniform. But you will learn in the training, you will learn, and you will get that pride to take it ahead. And anybody will be like, even if anybody is earning anything, but you will be respected more in the society, right? So this is a patient career, but once you achieve it, there is no looking back. The ball is in your court always. You can take up a lot of courses inside armed forces, and you can do anything and everything you want to do. Now, when you join the corporate, like if some office, some people must be thinking, oh, I want to do the business, I want to join the corporate office, I want to do this, I want to do that. But those who join armed forces, they have a fixed lifestyle. They can play sports every day. They can have physical fitness every morning. They can go for a lot of expeditions, like they can go for Everest expeditions, scuba diving expedition, parasailing expedition, paragliding expedition. Then you can go for a lot of cycling expedition, international level. I'm talking about big expeditions. You can go absolutely free of cost. Okay, your school is already having rifle shooting and pistol shooting, which is a great thing. I really, really admire those schools who are promoting this particular sport, because people now it has become very, very open and very free for a lot of students to join this course. But during our times, it was like 1 or 2 schools or colleges used to have, and we used to find the range to do the practice, right? But it's very nice that you're getting it right in your school. Those who love shooting, please develop the habit of shooting, practice, play matches. Winning and losing is different thing, but do not leave the weapon. Okay, so it is, you can go, once you like shooting, you keep practicing through school, colleges, this, that, and then you join armed forces, you again continue shooting. Like how I was there in the Army Marksmanship Unit, which is located in the place called Mau, which is near Indore, right? So only shooting, you do only shooting, everything is taken care of. Your salary is coming, Fauj ka, you don't have to do any other work. You only have to do shooting. And if you do good, if you keep doing good, you can go up to national, international, and up to Olympic level through Army, through Navy, through Air Force. So you are getting an opportunity through armed forces to explore many areas, to explore many expeditions, many competitions, many matches without getting affected, without, affecting your own career or your own job for that matter. This is not at all possible in corporate. So that is a major difference. In Forge, you can definitely do and take up any sport. You like volleyball, you like football, you like fencing, you like boxing, if you like karate, whatever you like, you can just take up that and keep doing it, keep doing it. Forge will send you to a lot of national, international competitions, and you can reach up till, there's no limit there. You can reach up to any level you wish, right? So Army is providing you good perks. Army means armed forces is providing you good perks. It is providing you good, the fitness, your mind body fitness. It is providing you a lot of extracurricular activities. It is providing you the challenging life. It is providing you the adventurous life. It is keeping you very much patient and ever cheerful. That's why, because every day it's new thing. When I joined Army, and when I used to look at a lot of other soldiers when I was a newly commissioned, so I used to look at other soldiers. I used to think that, अरे ये खुद कैसे रह रहे बंदे, इतने दिन से घर से दूर है और इतने दिन से ऐसे border area पे, how are they constantly happy? But then slowly, steadily, I also learned that happiness is like in Forge. If you live each day, you don't think much about future. You are just living in present and enjoying every moment that you get. And a person starts doing it. If you start doing it right from now in life, it will be easy for you to continue that habit. Live in the moment, live in the present, enjoy whatever you're doing right now. Be happy in whatever challenges you are facing, even if you feel they are good or bad, but just find the positive thing out of any challenges. And ultimately, because this is only you'll have to do in Forge, and you have to find your own happiness, right? So it is going to make you realize that life is now, life is here. Live it to the fullest. Do not think too much about future and then screw up your present. Okay, so that is what our experience I would like to share, as especially as a woman officer. When I joined armed forces, I was 23 years old, right? And when I went to Rajouri is 250 kilometers ahead north Jammu. Okay, so which is completely like in 10-15 kilometers of the area we had the Pakistan border. And when I got commissioned, I was the only girl there in my unit. There were all other male officers were there, male soldiers are anyways males. Everybody was like, I was only the female gender. But right from day one, I never had that fear that, oh shit, मैं अकेली लड़की हूँ. How am I going to survive? What if some people are not good? What if whatever happens? What if the thought never occurred in my mind? My family used to ask, my friends used to ask, "Arey, tu akeli, how are you surviving there? Don't you feel insecure?" But no, Forge has taught me, the training has taught me, you are an officer first, and then comes your gender. And that's what the training, when it had made our mind so fixed that, okay, you are an officer first. Don't think that you are a lady and you cannot lift up heavy loads. You cannot, take up gun and run for 40 kilometers. And you cannot take up a lot of weight and you can just go where, whatever task is told to you. You can just climb the mountains or come down and within whatever time is given. Lot of challenges. But if your mind is making you realize that you're an officer and you are ready to take anything. So I learned in my first posting itself that it doesn't matter whether you are male or a female. Challenges are more or less equal for all. So I should not have any soft corner for myself. I should not have any, being a female, right? And that is what I learned in my first posting, and it was a lifelong lesson to me. So today also, wherever I go, whatever, I don't care about whatever, whichever gender is there. it's like everybody is human, everybody is equal, treat everybody equal, and then you are on the same platform. And then you can talk confidently, you can act confidently, you can work confidently, and there is no looking back. Yes. So, ma'am, how much time do I have? May I know? Dabir, ma'am?
Hello. 2, 3
Yes, ma'am.
more minutes you can take, but we will allow students to ask few questions to you.
Okay, sure, sure. So, last but not the least, my dear friends, I want you all to know life is beautiful in armed forces. Those who really, really love adventure, those who want to make their life more meaningful and more, adventurous and challenging, this is the career for you. You can you can do adventure and you can earn money, good amount of money. But apart from money, most important thing is your uniform. You can fight for your uniform, you can die for your uniform, you can do anything for your uniform if you are mentally fit and you think you are capable of becoming a leader. And everybody, believe me, everybody is capable of becoming a leader. Each one of you has that potential to become a leader. It's just I have to think for myself, how am I going to develop these qualities? Take up, like I told you, part in the competitions, take part in group discussions, read books, be outgoing, explore. Even if I fail, it's okay. How does it matter? I will try again. A person who keeps trying after several failures is definitely a leader, because the one who becomes a leader has seen a lot of failures. We think that leader has never seen failure, but that's incorrect. In fact, leaders have seen much more failures than an ordinary person. So be proud if you're failing, because you're not stopping. The failure is teaching you that yes, I need to go ahead, work more hard, and achieve whatever I want. So fight for it. Prove yourself to yourself, not to others, but to yourself, right? So I hope you got some knowledge about what exactly armed forces is, and at least most of you, a few of you must be thinking, ki, chalo, let's see. I think I can take up this career. It looks interesting. So let's hope to see you all somewhere crossing my path, saying that, oh, ma'am, you had given me the lecture, and today I've become the officer in Army, Navy, Air Force, whichever field you want to join. That will be really, really proud moment for all of us, right? So now, any questions, please, you can ask me.
Very well.
Yeah. I request Ashvi Singh to just unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask that apart from the educational qualification, what are the other requirements for our one to uh, get into this field?
Yes, apart from education qualification, like I told you, the extracurricular activities are very important. Like there is a form which is called PIQ. It's called Personal Information Questionnaire, which is they are given to fill during the interview, and it's like Janam Kundli for them. They get to know about your family background, they get to know about your academics. That is primary thing. But in the main thing, what they get to know is about like whatever extracurricular, co-curricular activities you have done. Like like your height also is important. For girls, it is 5.2 centimeters minimum height, and for boys, it is 5.4 in NDA, but graduation I think is 5.5 centimeters, right? So physical activities, but during the interview, they are not checking your physical stamina. They are checking your stamina in with the obstacle course and all, but that's not the primary criteria. More, they are checking on your mental ability. The whole entire interview is structured to check your mental fitness, right? So that is why to develop this leadership, apart from education qualification, if you develop the leadership qualities, the ball comes in your court.
Thank
I request Jeet Bhavsar to please unmute yourself. Jeet Bhavsar.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeet, you can ask the question.
Ma'am, if we uh, want to fight, so how much stamina we would need?
You want to fight what? If you want to fight your fear, you require stamina in your mind. If you want to fight the enemy, you require stamina here in your mind. If you want to fight with your parents, I don't think you should do that. So what exactly fighting you are talking about? Yes, please.
Against enemies.
Okay. So see, you are trained to fight. It's not that right at this age you will not get that. But once you go undergo training, the training is of 11 months. The entry training is of 4 years. The Indian Military Academy, Indian Air Force Academy training is of 11 months. Naval Academy training is of 11 months. So in all, 11 months are enough to train you as a fighter. So they give you experience of a lot of weapons. They give you experience of hand combat. Hand combat is when the enemy is right in front of you and you have to do the dogfight. We call it dogfight because you do it with the hands, right? Sometimes like actual hero, which we see in Bollywood. So it happens little rare, but yeah, hand combat does happen. So they train you for that. And for that, they take your physical uh, fitness tests. They train you physically, mentally, and then once you see suddenly if you are in your uniform and you see enemy somewhere, like enemy the threat towards the nation, not your personal enemy. Okay, so towards the threat of the nation, if you see suddenly that enemy, you will be ready here to fight and use the strategies which are you are trained in. So there is no measurement of particular strength you require.
Now I request Zalak Shah to please ask the question. Yeah, Zahib, wait a second. Let Zalak ask the question and then you can unmute yourself, okay?
Yes,
Zalak Shah, please unmute yourself.
yes, ma'am. So,
Mhm.
ma'am, in armed forces, the loss of life is the greatest fear. So, how we can come over it?
Okay, a good question and very uh, common question. Generally, people ask कि oh मैं फौज में जाऊंगा या जाऊंगी तो मैं मर जाऊंगी, क्योंकि लोगों को लगता है कि अगर मैं फौज में जा रही हूँ तो next day I am at the border and enemy is killing me first, is what people think, but that's not true. Now you are in Vapi. I don't know how many of you know about the local trains in Mumbai, right? Because you're in Mumbai, I generally give example. There is much more death ratio due to the local train accidents than in Forge. There is much more death ratio in our country due to the road accidents than in Forge. There's much more death ratio due to a lot of diseases in our country. I'm not on globally, I'm talking only about a country, than in Forge. Now, how many major wars India has fought with the enemy countries? 4. Okay, if you consider 1947 war also, with Pakistan you consider 4, with China you consider a couple of wars, right? But in all these 50 years, 60 years, sorry, we fought only 4 to 5 major wars. So that means the fighting war, the ratio is very less. And it's not about dying, it's about living for your country. Death, by chance, if somebody gets during fighting for your country, it's the most proud moment for someone. You are going to be martyred, you are going to sacrifice your life for your country, people are going to remember you for that. But tomorrow if I die under some railway, nobody is going to remember me. So which death is anyways better? So do not worry about the death. Death is inevitable. This fear of, once you remove the fear of death, you will be able to take any challenges. And leader is never afraid of death. And because of that, leader is capable of taking care of himself also, herself also, and hers or his subordinates. He will ensure that if I have to be alive, I have to keep my subordinates also alive. And then they plan a better strategy, a safe strategy, and then they go for any mission. Right? So, dear friends, do not worry about the death. Death is anybody can get anytime. That's unfortunate and inevitable, right? So it's okay. So whatever life you have, live in now. That is what I mentioned. Live in presence. Don't worry about future. मैं आगे जाके अगर मर जाऊंगा या मर जाऊंगी तो क्या होगा मेरा? Don't worry. वो जो होगा, whatever it is. But now I am alive. What can I do now when I am alive? I can do so many things. Think on that and start doing it. That's how your development of leadership qualities is going to happen. Right? Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. And the
I
last question
think
for today, Soumya
okay.
Desai. Soumya can ask the question. Last question for today.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, how much years are needed to become a leader or officers in the armed forces?
Okay. I will talk about how much year it requires to become officer. Now, like I told you, after 12th standard, if you clear your SSB interview, you go for the training for 4 years, and by the age of 21, you become the officer in armed forces. Right? If you go after graduation, your upper age limit is 25. So before 25, if you clear the interview and if you clear the training and all, you become the officer of Indian Armed Forces. But the path of becoming leadership is never ending. It's not that once you join army, you become a leader. Because the leadership qualities are constantly, you need to develop them, you need to keep them alive in yourself. It's not that I had a decision-making power till the time I became army officer. Now I will not possess this. No, you will keep rehearsing, practicing, developing them throughout your life. So if you want to remain a leader till the age of 80, 90, how many years you are alive, you will have to constantly practice those qualities. So to become a leader is never ending path. But to become an officer, definitely there is age limit where you can become an officer. But yes, you will have the leadership qualities. You will have, it's just that you have to keep them alive, keep them intact in yourself throughout your life to call it as a leader.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
I think, thank you, Captain Tanuja. I think
Wow,
Alpha Ma'am is there. Alpha
yeah,
Ma'am is there. And I think definitely you would like to speak, ma'am.
yes. 1 second. I think I've done something. Wait. Okay, so great morning once again to all of you. And yes, of course, Tanuja ma'am. Really impressed. I'm listening to her the second time. And when I met her at Rotary Club of Vapi, I was really impressed, and I was feeling that when I can call her here at school, and it has been long 4 years, right? We met.
Right.
So yes, I hope my children are inspired. I can see that, they're asking questions. They were interested in the, talk. And yes, today I would like to share with you all that Miss Kiran Bedi was my role model, is still my
Mine
role
too.
model, I should say.
Mine too.
And when I was in school and college, I was dreaming to be like her. And I wanted to go for army and all. But, for the family, Gujarati families, they don't allow you. I was not allowed to go for engineering also because I was a girl. So today I would like to just share with you all that today ma'am is here and you all should be inspired by her, and definitely I should say girls and boys, please go for army. We need people to save our nation and work for our nation, right? So this is my humble request, and thanks to Tanuja ma'am.
Yes.
Definitely.
Just one small thing I forgot to mention about Fauji Ki Pathshala, which actually we train students who want to join armed forces. We prepare them for interview procedure.
Great.
So anybody who is interested from your school, they are free to call me anytime and get the guidance, and we can train them definitely how to face the interview like a leader.
Excellent. So, ma'am, we have this career guidance cell, and we'll tell children to meet them, and we'll connect with you, right? So that is how we can send more number of students into the army. And now over to Vaishali Dabir, because she's eager to give vote of thanks, I think so. So thank you so much for being here,
Thank you
Tanuja ma'am,
so
and all
much,
my
ma'am.
children.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, ma'am.
God bless.
Thank you,
Yes.
Alpha Ma'am, like for planning such wonderful opportunity for our students. Thank you so much, Tanuja Ma'am, that you have spared your valuable time I called you once and immediately you gave your consent to speak with our students. Really, thank
My
you
pleasure.
for that. And I must say, like, your talk was very motivational and inspirational, and you have sown the seeds in our students' mind to go for defense services. And whenever you will conduct that Fauji Pathshala workshop, please just let me know. So definitely we will take care to enroll more number of students. And
Definitely.
you focused very much on leadership qualities, and our Alpa ma'am, like, she wants each and every person to be the leader, like our school vision that reflects to make our students global citizens and future leaders
Right.
of our
Right.
country. That itself reflects that she wants our children to be leader. And students, you must be knowing what our Alpa ma'am is doing. Like, she always focuses on you should strike a balance between academics and co-curricular activities. So you should participate more in curricular, co-curricular activities. Take out fear from your mind. Participate each and every activity. So same things are told by Tanuja ma'am. Definitely, you people are on right path. देखो कोई भी प्रोफेशन होता है, it is not like that within a day you can become. You have to go ahead with the journey step by step. So I can say this is the first step towards defense services, where I can see many students definitely think of it, and we will be in touch with you, Captain Tanuja ma'am, and
Sure, ma'am.
whatever students
Definitely.
will be having their questions, queries, we will share with you. And students, I
Yes.
would like to give you one homework. You have to share it in your Google assignments. What 5 things you have taken, you have inculcated in your mind from today's workshop? So that will be great. And definitely I will also share with Tanuja ma'am and with Alpa
Sure.
ma'am what you have learned from the workshop, because whatever we are giving to you, whatever you are learning, it should be inculcated. So please do share the takeaway of today's workshop with your class teacher. Thank you so much, Tanuja ma'am. Thank you for being with
Thank
our
you so much,
students.
ma'am.
Thank
For being
you.
with. Thank you.
Thank you, and bye everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye, students. Thank you, students, for
Thank you,
asking
students.
very good questions.
Bye, miss.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.